Welcome back, Hot Wheel collectors. Today we've got a video for you. It is the 2022 Hot Wheels Mainline year in review. Of course, I still collect every year of Hot Wheels, and I have been doing so for my entire life. I've got almost every Hot Wheel between 1974 and 1994. Still collecting, for the most part, complete collections every year. However, I don't typically collect every car after about 2000 because there's a lot of kind of fantasy cars and weird cars. So I really just collect what I like and what I deem to be the most popular. So I'm walking backwards through the Hot Wheels Museum here as we approach the table, which is partially covered in Lego, and I've got a whole bunch of lighting here. Here is my year of collecting. This is all from local department stores and hobby stores. 2022 Hot Wheels Mainline cars. We're going to go through every single one here. So get a coffee, maybe a drink of some sort. Sit down and stay a while as we look through all these cars and discuss what was good, what wasn't so good. Pretty much it's all going to be good because I didn't collect anything I didn't really like. And we're going to get everything out here on the table for a full review. Now, this is not a loose review. This is going to be a package review. After that, the cars typically go into my storage containment units. As you can see here below me, I've got the 2014 Mainline, but I've got lots of these Tupperwares in here. I just picked up two more Tupperware, or they're not Tupperware, that's a brand name, but they're like totes, plastic totes. These ones are made by Sterilite. I get them at Walmart. And so we're going to put the cars in there until such time that I can get to the review video of each of the years. Of course, I've left off pretty much at about 1997. Hot Wheel year by year video is still continuing, and certainly no shortage of content, just a lack of time on my part. I apologize. We'll get to it. Let's start with 2022 year in review. Now, you may ask yourself, what in tarnations is going on down here with everything else? Well, there's a TV set up here. There's a bunch of Lego I've kind of pushed off out of these folding tables area. And most importantly, we've got the Hot Wheels right here from the 2022 Mainline series. And as you can see, they are on this 2007 Hot Wheels Canadian Tire display rack. Quite a unique piece I get questions about every year that I do a Mainline year in review. I have my good buddy Mike up in Sault Ste. Marie, who I haven't talked to in quite a while. So if you somehow are watching this video, shout out to you, buddy. We should probably reconnect. Anyways, we're going to look at all the cars that are on this rack. And 2022 encompassed Hot Wheels cars 1 through number 250 in the collector range. They also had the dark blue corner, so you could delineate that they were from 2022. And if you're looking for 2023 cars, here's a model from 2023. As those cases have just started to drop here in Ontario, Canada, you can see that the top right corner is now light blue instead of dark blue. Still 250 cars to collect in 2023. So I just kind of figured that out as I was at the store picking up some 2023 models in probably what was the final case of 2022, as I did finally just get this very coveted Honda Civic Custom. Well, it's coveted here anyways because I couldn't find them for a long time. So feeling fortunate to have found that, as well as many other awesome cars. Now, this is going to be a fairly complete collection of Hot Wheels cars in 2022. And I have already got them organized, and we are going to view them by series. So we've got, like, for instance, Hot Wheel Exotics. There's 10 cars in that series, and we've got only one each of each car, and paint variations available here in Canada. So there's going to be no Zamax whatsoever here. This is just the paint variations that were available from Mattel for international cases, and for the most part will be the same for the US cases as well. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Okay then, I'm going to start from top to bottom here in no particular order. Like I said, 250 Hot Wheels cars released. Different castings, not always different, but in the collection series, we've got paint variations, sometimes none for a particular collector number, and sometimes up to 3. That's not including Zamax. So again, no store exclusives being shown here that I know of anyways. And I've got pretty much something from almost every series, I would think. We're going to start right at the top with probably one of the most important and interesting series. That is the Hot Wheel J imports, or Japanese imports. So I don't have these in any particular order, but we're going to take them off and we're going to put the cars that are the same, like, you know, two Hondas side by side and two Toyota vans side by side, as best we can anyways. And I've got Acura, Nissan Skylines. There's just a ton of cars here. So as they come off, I'm not sure that I have every color combination available, as I did miss a few, to be sure, which is unfortunate, but not very many, I don't think. It looks like the only ones I only have singles of are the Acura NSX 1990. So there's probably an alternate color variation for that one. And the custom 01 Acura Integra GSR. This is a dark metallic green. And then the Mazda RX-3. This one is black enamel. So perhaps those ones there are not going to be complete. But what I do have is both Honda S2000s. So you got yellow and red. That was collector number 118 out of 250. And we'll just go through each collector number. So the Mazda RX-3, collector number 143. And the custom 01 Acura Integra GSR, collector number 98. The 1990 Acura NSX, collector number 144. And new for 2022, we've got the 86 Toyota van in two colors. And that is collector number 173. So very cool to see that new item on the roster. Collector number 187 is the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GT X. So this would be hard to find in your stores, typically. Wait a minute. No, I've got... Oh, dear. I've got one that I thought was duplicated, but I don't. So we have that one. I don't know if there's another color variation. I'm going to have to check on that. And then we've got this one, which is 174. And that's the Skyline 2000 GTR LBWK in Liberty Walk. Now, I know that there was a treasure hunt, and I don't have any treasure hunts for 2022. It's quite unfortunate, but I just don't have any. So, if you're looking for treasure hunts, don't have them. Collector number 204, also new for 2022, was that aforementioned Honda Civic Custom with the two different wheels. It's got like those little wheels on the back and those drag racing wheels on the front, being a front wheel drive vehicle. Tampo's the same, different color for the livery. Finishing off the J imports, we've got the Mazda RX-7. Different wheels and different paint jobs. Same Tampo, just different colors in there. And that is collector number 97. All right, we finished the J import selection of vehicles. Now we're going to go to another prolific collection of vehicles in my lot anyways. That is going to be factory fresh. Now, typically, every year that Hot Wheels produces factory fresh, I am a big player on these cars. They're usually real-life cars, nicely painted, tampoed variations. And I'm going to get everything together for you guys here in a moment as I get them off the shelf. I mean, we've even got everything from Lotuses to McLarens to Honda Super Cub, motorcycles, and of course, very coveted Porsche 911 GT3. Let's get everything in order for you now. Of this series, which is out of 10, I've got two cars I only have one paint variation of, and that could very well mean that there is an alternate paint variation that I don't have. The first we're going to look at is the Lamborghini Scion FXP37 in this metallic olive green, these gold wheels. This is a new casting for 2022, and I don't have any other color variations, unfortunately, of this beautiful car. Also, interestingly, the Mercedes-Benz 500E, not a new casting, but still very welcome in my collection. This is number 86 out of 250, and the only one I have in the 2022 lineup anyways is gloss red. It did come out in 2021 as a new casting. And in no particular order, we're going to go through the rest of the factory fresh vehicles I have. The Honda Super Cub, which is a tiny little motorcycle. And here we have it in black and red. That is collector number 169. And very interesting to me is the Nissan Z Proto or Z Proto for my Canadian friends in both metallic white and yellow enamel. That one is collector number 124. See if we can get a final look at those. Same wheels on both those cars. This one I just got today, actually, as I was out shopping, and I never thought I would find the color variation for the Porsche 911 GT3, collector number 199, but here it is. It's like a satin black enamel with some nice realistic decorations on the livery, the taillights, and the emblem. Aston Martin V12 Speedster, did I mention that was collector number 199? Aston Martin Speedster is collector number 183. And here we have it again in that satin black that we saw in the Porsche. And some grayed out wheels. It doesn't like, the Focus does not like the black. We've got metallic white as well. Great details on the headlights and taillights. So pretty interesting car. Now for collector number 136, we've got the Lotus Sport Elise in both yellow enamel with a black stripe, as well as white metallic pearl with a dark green stripe. Finally, for my collection anyways, we've got the McLaren F1. Now, I believe the first edition was in this enamel orange, the SP5 wheels, or 5-spoke. That is collector number 107, followed by a gloss black version. Just a beautiful looking casting and great details all the way around. Moving straight along then, the next most prolific collection, I would say, for me in 2022 was the Hot Wheel Exotics. Yet another series that I always seem to collect nearly in full wherever possible. Pretty much only missing cars that I could not find. Now, this series typically doesn't have too many color revariations. However, I don't really know because I've missed a bunch. And I can see that I've just pulled a bunch of color revariations. So perhaps I've lost a few in the mix. And that is it. So let's get into that. The very first car I'm going to make note of, and again, these are not in order, is the Hot Wheel Kit Concept car. This is a new casting for 2022. And again, released in 2023 with a new paint job. Pretty similar, but not the same. So quite enthused about that. That's collector number 185 out of 250. And let's see if we can't get some more cars in order. Now, I said that there weren't duplicates of each of the car. But here we have the Automobile Pininfarina Battista. And the most recent version is this pearl blue metallic. Gorgeous car. Transparent canopy and a full decoration of livery, tail lights, license plates, and headlights all around. Also available in what appears to be pearl yellow, not yellow enamel. That is collector number 171 out of 250. Beautiful car. Next up, let's look at... Well, I didn't get these cars in order yet. Let's try this out. Well, I'll do the 71 Lamborghini Miura SV. Most recent version is the blue pearl. We've seen an orange enamel before. That is collection number 202. That is considered a track star, although I have not tried this car on the track. I did buy enough extras, or at least a couple, that I can do that safely without damaging my priority cars. So, what have we got here? We've got some Lamborghinis, Lotus, there we go. No, those are two different Lotuses. McLaren Eva, that appears to be a duplicate. So the rest of cars after this one appear to be cars I don't have a duplicate paint job for. The pearl blue McLaren Elva. I said Eva. Elva is the newest release from Hot Wheels. Also a new casting for 2022 and collector number 203. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what have we got here? We've got a whole bunch of different cars here. Nothing that is unique. Well, it is unique, but doesn't have another color variation. The LB Works Lamborghini Huracan Coupe in pearl white. Collection number 172. So missed out on a color revariation of that. And then we've got the Lotus Avija. I don't know. Collection number 229. That's dark green enamel with yellow inserts. And not yet another Lotus. So clearly very Lotus sponsored. We have a Lotus Emira. This I just found. So it must be one of the last cases of 2022. Collection number 247 in blue. Nice casting. Then we've got the Aston Martin Vantage GTE. The metal spoiler cast into the body in a lime green. Collection number 238. As well as the Pagani Zonda R in flat black with lots of nice racing livery on it. Collection number 215 out of 250. I would say the third most collected car of 2022 would be the Hot Wheels Turbo series. I did collect a lot of these cars, as you can see. We're going to go through all of these in just a moment. But there was 2 entire racks that I filled on this display of Hot Wheels Turbo. And what a nice selection of vehicles this is as well. So we have a few colors that have been recolored. A few cars have been recolored. Some that I only have one of. Including the 2016 Cadillac ATS VR in this pearl dark red, collector number 38. So we've got the Nissan 3980 GTI in what appears to be pearl white. That's collector number 64. The Porsche 935 in red enamel. Number 70. That's collector number 12 of 250. And now moving on into the recolor cars that I have managed to find. New for 2022 is the Koenigsegg Gemera. Am I saying that right? I have no idea. We've got one in orange enamel and one in gray enamel. This is collector number 138. Pretty cool looking car to add to the selection. And also new for 2022 is the LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15, both in white with yellow tampo and yellow with white tampo. Collector number 110. That's the Liberty Walk. Probably one of my favorites, if not the favorite of this series, was the 94 Bugatti EB110SS. First released in yellow enamel and then in silver metallic pearl. This is collection number 65. Gorgeous car. Real life car. Another car I got in recolor was the 85 Honda City Turbo 2. Both in blue enamel and green enamel. That's collection number 13. There are a lot of nearly complete series here on the 2022 Hot Wheels collection rack. So the next one we're going to go for is Hot Wheel Hot Trucks. I do have 2 full racks of these vehicles. So let's see what I managed to collect in this year. Again, all of these vehicles only from local stores. Nothing purchased online. So this is it. Right off the bat, I can see I've got a couple of the 2020 Hot Wheels Toyota Tacoma trucks. And we have one in blue enamel, one in a pearlescent red dark metallic. And that is collection number 72. It's a new casting for 2022. Welcome casting, I may say as well. A couple other duplicates I have are the Lolux. That's collection number 115. Kind of this pearl blue and red enamel. So that's not a real truck, but I liked it anyways. I figured it looked kind of cool and Mad Max-ish. Vehicles, okay, still got a couple more duplicates. So we've got the La Trucka. That's an old casting, and here we have it again. Collect number 116. And we've got in gold, metallic, as well as a dark purple pink, sort of pearlescent. The rest of the trucks appear to be individuals. I don't have any recolors of. So we've got the 2020 Ram Rebel 1500. Unsure if the rest of these vehicles came with a recolor, so let me know in the comments if they did. Number 1 of 10. Collector number 23 of 250. Wouldn't be surprised if they did, and I just couldn't find it, being popular castings. The Mazda RX Repu, orange enamel. Collector number 24. 65 Studebaker Champ. 5 of 10, and collector number 93. The Tesla Cybertruck is a re-release from 2021. If we can get a focus here. Tesla Cybertruck, I believe, is a re-release. Number 3 of 10, collector number 49. Maybe some small differences I'm not seeing right now as I'm not fully versed. And then, of course, one of my favorites of this series, the 83 Chevy Silverado, 7 of 10, pearlescent green stripes, collector number 114. That's it for the Hot Wheel Hot Trucks. And now let's look at Hot Wheel Muscle Mania. This is a 10 vehicle set that I've just peeled off the rack here and pre-sorted. I've only got 2 cars in duplicate colors. That being the 65 Mustang 2+2 Fastback in dark burgundy metallic and green pearl. Collector number 195. These are track stars rated for 2022. And again, another track stars rated car, collector number 193 of 250. We've got the 69 Copo Camaro. I will vouch for these cars. They do awesome on Hot Wheel tracks. Something about the symmetry and weight of that car is very well balanced, red and yellow. The rest of the cars I've only got in one color variation. 69 Dodge Charger 500. This is that dark gray metallic with orange tampos. Number 209, the Collector Series. And then we've got number 249, which is Ford Shelby GT350R. I believe that was in one of the final cases of 2022, as I just found that one. Extremely hard to find, I would say. It would be the Chevelle SS Express in black enamel with the ghost black tampoage stripes on it. And that's collector number 243. Collector number 236, also a track star, is the 68 Mercury Cougar in blue enamel. And in the 15 Dodge Challenger SRT, a dark pearl blue, collector number 235. Collector number 222. We've got the 69 Camaro convertible. This looks a lot like a 69 Camaro convertible that was released in 2007 series. Can't wait to do a side-by-side, as I do believe it had a white interior and these particular wheels as well. Maybe a chrome base versus a gray plastic enamel base, but that's going to be interesting to look at. And then the number 221, collector number 84 Mustang SVO in this dark purple pearl silver tampo. Very cool. Okay, let's look at Hot Wheel drag strip now. I've only got 2 cars that are recolors, and the rest are going to be unique. So the first is collector number 182, the 06 Pontiac GTO, most recently released in black enamel with yellow 5 spokes, previously released in large numbers with the red enamel dark gray spokes. And again, we've got the 1940 Ford pickup, recently released in red enamel. Both have the gold 5 spokes. This is collector number 181. And here we have it in blue enamel. Don't have any recolors of these cars, so we're just going to go through these pretty quickly. Supercharged, collection number 211. There it is. The 62 Corvette Gasser. This is new for 2022. Collector number 225. Really a big fan of this car. Actually, I like it a lot. And the Volkswagen Cafe Racer. Collector number 142. Also a big fan of this car, the 70 Chevy Chevelle, number 46. This one's like enamel burgundy livery. This one was new to the final release, I would say. The Matt and Debbie Hayes 1988 Pro Street Thunderbird. This one was collector number 246 and ready to be opened. As you can see, packaging is done. Well, these will all be open at some point in the future. The 18 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon Ram Chargers, it says on the side. Some cool graphics. And that is number 198. So that completes the series for me. Next off the rack, we've got the Hot Wheel Retro Racers series. This is a 10-car set, some duplication in the colors, or alternate releases, I should say. Collector number 1 of 10. That was the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth. It's a new casting for 2022, and for me, highly anticipated. Really liked it. Also available in dark metallic blue with an orange base. Didn't like the orange base so much. Black base was much preferred. I think this was new for 2022. Maybe it was 2021. Either way, very cool. Also, the Glory Chaser, number 7 of 10, and collector number 123 out of 250. Last one was number 33, in case I forgot to mention that. We've got in red enamel as well as this kind of weird green enamel. Not a deep green of any kind, but every other car I have only one color variation. The 73 BMW 3.0 CSL race car in yellow enamel. Collector number 34. And collector number 57, 3 of 10. McLaren F1 GTR in this aqua blue with full racing livery. Very cool. Collector number 4 of 10, 58 out of 250. 67 Ford GT40 MK4. Looking super cool with the transparent window plastic extending to the headlights. And those copper 5-spoke wheels. Matching base. Nice job, Mattel. Finally, well, not finally, we've got 3 more. But the GT Scorcher was number 5 of 10. And collector number 59 out of 250. So this is not a real car, but I do like the shape and look of it. On to a real car, we got the 69 Copo Corvette in pearl dark blue with the full livery racing and 69 numberage. 6 of 10 and collector number 79. 2 cars left. One was the Shelby Cobra 427 SC in yellow enamel. I'm pretty sure this car came out in another color, but I can't be certain. Number 9 of 10 and collect number 152. Finally, we're ending off with a motorcycle, the BMW R 9T Racer. Got studded motorcycle wheels and great details as far as the headlight and graphics go. This is number 10 of 10 in the Retro Racer series and collect number 153 of 250. Very cool. The final series of Hot Wheels that I collected in 2022 were pretty much equal in number, so I put them down here with the cars that are probably the least complete collections up on the rack. Again, just relocate upwards. Let's start off with the Hot Wheel Wagons. Hot Wheel Wagons, that is a cool collection. Now, I did get a couple paint variations here. One of the 70 Chevelle SS Wagon in dark metallic blue, collector number 111 out of 250, as well as in red enamel with black tampo versus white. And then we've got the Cruise Bruiser. This one is collector number 201 out of 250 and considered a track star. So we've got in white pearlescent blue, as well as gold metallic. And of the 3 out of the 5, I believe that's, yes, out of 5 that didn't have duplicate colors of, we have the Nissan Maxima Drift car, the Motul 68 livery on it, transparent hood element and skylight. Very cool. Late to the release in 2022 and collector number 214. Then we've got the Volvo 850 estate wagon. This is a highly coveted return of this casting, for me anyways. 140 of 250 in black enamel. And also in black enamel is 228 of 250. That is the 94 Audi Avant RS2. Looking absolutely spectacular. Moving right along then, we're going to go to the Hot Wheel Hatchbacks. Now, this is a series I don't have too many duplicates of once again. And perhaps there weren't very many, but collector number 17 of 250 is the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno in red enamel with black livery, as well as a version in white pearlescent with the same. Very cool. Also in double paint coloration is the 19 Mercedes-Benz A-Class in the pearl blue with the white 10-spoke, as well as metallic yellow. Different wheels, of course. And that is collector number 18. Finishing off what I managed to collect for that was number 67 out of 250. And that was a Subaru WRX STI. Dark metallic navy blue with some interesting livery on the side. Really like that one. And then number 41 out of 250 was the Ford Focus RS in blue enamel. Finally, let's, well, not finally, we've got a few more series to look at, but let's look at Hot Wheel Dream Garage. I did manage to get a couple cars in that series. And of that, we did get the Bone Shaker, collector number 405, 105 out of 205, black enamel, as well as gold pearlescent flat enamel metallic something or other. And we've got the 70 Pontiac Firebird in both red and white enamel, the 5 spokes. And that's number 1 of 250. That is the first car of the series. Pretty amazing. And really nice casting, I have to say. Next up is number 5 of 5. So I'm completely missing 2 cars out of the series. But I probably have the most important. The LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GT RR version 2. Both in pearlescent dark blue and white enamel. So pretty unique cars there. Let's just keep moving as we've got so many series to go through. How about the Hot Wheel art cars? 68 Dodge Dart. Got those weird looking wheels. Not a big fan of this casting with these wheels and paint job, but I did pick it up. Number 63 of 250. And the rest of the cars, well, they were all just individuals. So number 87 of 250 was the Rasian Express truck. Mostly plastic. The 71 Dodge Charger. This came out early in 2022 in that kind of metallic gray. Like number 109. And collector number 108 was the 69 Chevy pickup. Not a big fan of these art cars, but whatever. They're pretty cool. Moving on to a 5-car set from the Hot Wheel Green Speed. We've got the Audi RS e-tron GT in red. I'm not sure what color variations exist of that, but that's number collector 176. And the Lucid Air. This is a really cool car. 405, 147 out of 250 in pearlescent blue. If you don't know about these cars, check them out in real life because they are exquisite. Then we got the Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02, both in blue enamel and red enamel. Collector number 100. Finally, looks like we've got, a Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 in white. Collector number 73. And finally, I know there's a yellow enamel version of this one yet to find. GMC Hummer EV number 3 of 5, and a brand new casting for 2022, collector number 130 out of 250. Super cool. Did pick up a few of those for sure. Let's go on to the Chevy Bel Air series. I mean, there's so many Chevy Bel Airs. We managed to get a full series of 5. Out of 5. So collector number 112 was the Big Air Bel Air, which I believe was new for 2021 or 2022. We got in like a pearlescent pink as well as a black enamel, flat black enamel. And then we got the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, both in olive, dark drab green, and drab purple. Very cool. Those are collector number 43. And track stars for 2022. We got a collector number 44 is the 57 Chevy. This is an ancient casting. And here it is still with the copyright 1976 on it. Pretty incredible that they're still making this car to this day. Nearly 3 decades later or more. And the 55 Chevy, I believe this one was new in 2009 or 8. Collector number 20 of 2005. And they're still making this car. Collector or copyright 2006. Yeah, so that's an old casting still being made. We've got a few more castings to look at. Let's take a look at the Baja Blazers. We've got the Humvee, orange plastic with a metal base. Collector number 25. Nothing to write home about there. The 20 Jeep Gladiator with the Borla exhaust livery on it. Black paint. Collector number 26. Did not receive a duplicate or alternate color for that one, but I did get an alternate color on the Borla livery for the 19 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT. Collector number 53. Very cool. We got it both in white and black. And finally, probably one of my favorite vehicles of 2022 was the 95 Jeep Cherokee. A new casting, I do believe. Yes, it was for 2022. First release was this dark green enamel, black livery. And this is an Overlander edition, as you can tell, with the roof rack, spare tire, and all the other gear. Very cool. Collector number 150. Going to be hard to come by in years to come, I would say. Probably one of the coolest. So that is that. Okay, as you can see, I've cleared the shelf of Hot Wheels. The rest are out on the table, so we're going to move through these quickly as these are the smaller collections. Next up is going to be the Rally Champs. This is a really cool series, but of which, like many of the ones to follow, I didn't get too many cars out of the collection if there were indeed alternate colors. So we've got the 84 Audi Sport Quattro, most recently in blue enamel, previously in yellow enamel. That's collector number 180. And also very recent to my collection is the 70 Ford Escort RS 1600, looking amazing in this baby blue pearlescent with lots of livery. Collector number 244 of 250. Don't have any recolors of that one, unfortunately. As well as collector number 210, the Lancia Delta Integral. Is that right? If we get a focus on this car, that would be amazing. Dark metallic green. I give up. And then next we've got the Sand Burner. This one is a black enamel, flat black. Collector number 195. The next series we're looking at is Then and Now. Now, this kind of sucks when you don't have both Then and Now. Number 10 and number 4. Collector number 248 and number 219. We've got the Camaros 81 and an 18. Nice reversal on the numbers there in that metallic green. Very cool. Love that collection. Same true for the Then and Now. Collector number 233 and 190. Corvette C6R and Corvette C8R. So a really nice pairing of those as well. And unfortunately, I don't have the newer version, most likely, of the Toyota Supra. This is an older Supra, but beautiful casting, and of both, I think I'm most likely happy to have that one. Dodge Viper SRT 10 ACR. Again, don't know what the alternate is for that. Certainly there is one. You guys let me know in the comment what I'm missing. We are on to Hot Wheel Drift. In Hot Wheel Drift, I've got both variations of the Dodge Challenger Drift car. That 426 Hemi, white and red. Looking really cool. A new casting for 2022 was the Volvo 240 Drift Wagon. I had high hopes for this casting, but I was not overly impressed with the massive amount of transparent roof. And it would have been nice to have a little bit more metal on that car. Still all the same, it's pretty cool. 95 Mazda RX-7. Let's go back for a second. That was number 232. This one's number 177. This is a really nice car. And it would have been nice to have alternate of that one if possible. Muscle and Blown. This is made up, but pretty cool looking car. Collect number 240 to 250 in black enamel, the Drift Tampo. We're going to just keep moving on until we run out of space and have to reset that camera. But we've got two variations of the paint color on the Mod Rod. Nope, that's not the right one. Mod Rod, we've only got one variation. This is from the Rod Squad Series, 168 up to 250. And we've got the Max Steel. Max Steel does not want to focus, but there it is. Nice looking car. 224. And 196. 68 El Camino. 237. 32 Ford in that Golf livery. And 155, the 47 Chevy Fleetline, the Moon Eyes livery. Seen that one before. I'm going to go through a couple more here before we make some space. And that next series is the Compact Kings Volkswagen Beetle in both that light metallic green and dark pearlescent blue. Clock number 42. As well as two variations of the Nash Metropolitan, of course, being an actual car. 19 of 250, and we've got it in purple and silver. One more set before I make some room here. We're just going to go through these because I've only got one of each. They are from the Mud Studs. 5 of 5, 160 of 250. Volkswagen Baja Bug in a light enamel green. Range Rover Classic in that beige enamel. 159 of 250. 17 Jeep Wrangler. Probably a fan favorite, I would think. Looking really cool in this bright enamel orange. 126. And 68 out of 250. We've got this light metallic blue 21 Ford Bronco with muddy tires. Pretty cool. Let's move on to the next and last round. Only 9 series left, but really only about 20 cars left to look at, as I did not get these completely. Let's go through them. We've got the Hot Wheels Screen Time cars, number 194 out of 250. This is a re-release from 2021. Of course, that is the X-34 Landspeeder from Star Wars. Very cool. I believe this one's new, the Disney Steamboat, number 35. And the Aston Martin Valhalla Concept. Now, that is a cool car. Collection number 103 out of 250. And let's keep moving as we go on to the Hot Wheels Spoiler Alert. So collection number 99 out of 250 is the Davancinator. Totally fictitious car, but looks pretty cool. And also the 2005 Ford Mustang in white pearlescent with livery. 146. And at number 50, we've got the Track Manga. Also a fictitious car. certainly not new to the scene. Let's look at the tuned version, or tuned series of cars. Now we've got the Barbie Extra car in both pink, pearlescent, and silver. I think the differences are obvious. 134 at 250. And at number 104 at 250, we've got the tuned 83 Chevy Silverado. I'm not a big fan of these tuned vehicles. Surprised to see them back in 2022. And hope to see them gone in 2023. Skull Shaker. Why did I buy that one? Well, it was only because of being a square body. It's kind of cute, but you know what? It's really not for me. And this one as well. I wouldn't mind seeing that on a final run list. Okay, got a few more to look at with you guys. We've got a couple cars from the Experimotors. That is the Lane Lowrider. So this is a fictitious car. Don't mind seeing fictitious cars. You know, creativity's right there. It looks really cool in both pearlescent dark purple as well as light blue. Collector number 128. Then we've got the keychain car, also known as the Coupe Clip, in the Zamac non-painted version with the white Tampo circle, in this pearlescent red, which is the newer version of this keychain. Collector number 101, as well as the Experimotors. Moving on to the Hot Wheel Metro, we've got two versions of the number 5 of 250, new for 2022, Hot Wheels Mighty K. Looks like a Japanese service truck of some sort, in both hot pink and white, different wheels. And then finishing off that set, we've got the Dodge van. Big fan of this casting, absolutely love it. Wish it didn't have so much transparent plastic, but it's cool to see the go-kart through the ceiling. Otherwise, would have been really cool to have like a metal roof on this van. And as a proud owner of a 93 Dodge Ram Van B250, this was a must-have. Then we got the 56 Ford F100, collector number 76 of 250. The Dodge Ram Van was number 55 of 250, in case I forgot to mention that. This one is in the flat red enamel with the Moon Eyes livery. Only got 4 series left, so we're just going to plow through them. We got the Batman series here. So we got number 178 of 250. That's that kind of dark olive enamel drab Batmobile, formerly released in this gloss. Let's see if we can get a focus gloss. Metallic or pearlescent charcoal. 178, of course, as well. And the only other car I found in the Batman series was the TV series Batmobile in this pearlescent gold, number 131. 3 series left. 4 cars in total, not many left. We've got the Hot Wheel Contoured 76 Greenwood Corvette. Sweet casting, and here it is in pearlescent green as well as black enamel. That's collector number 21. Only one car from this series, the Hot Wheel Daredevils Dimanche Veloci. Nice to see this car return in 2023 in a kind of pearlescent green pearl paint. This one in particular is 163 of 250. And the final car we're looking at is another sort of experimental car, the Turbine Subline metal chassis, plastic top. Should do really well on the race track. X-Racers version, number 189-250. So obviously I'm not going to collect too many X-Racers. Wow, that was a lot of cars to look at with you guys, and they will appear in the year-by-year video review 2022. Probably going to be years away at this point, as we are still looking through 1990s cars. Every single one of these cars slated to be opened up with you guys on the channel in years to come. Hope you enjoyed this year-by-year review video, and also some of this background artwork, which we know otherwise as Lego. And of course, if you're after any of these cars, well, I wish you the best and happy hunting. Happy hunting. I'm not sure these cars are going to be available much longer in your local stores, And we are getting ready to move on with 2023. The rack needs to be refilled.